It was Halloween night and James Harden put up a triple-double in an amazing win for the Nets last night as they beat the Detroit Pistons. Welcome back to the NBA Recap. I'm your host, Evan, and we are back with another episode of our series. We are going to try to do this every single day for the rest of the NBA season, so if you want to stay on the journey and on the NBA Recap, like, subscribe, and comment if you have any suggestions. We had a spooky day last night with a ton of the NBA players dressing up coming into the tunnel. But to start it off, we have the Lakers versus the Rockets in our first game that we are going to recap. Drake was at the game, and we had Russell Westbrook not shooting well. What a surprise. It wasn't even close, man. Off the top of the backboard on a jump shot. Melo, Anthony, sideways. 1, 2, 3 to the dome. As he hits a big three for himself. As LeBron, like you see on the screen right now, he dressed up and he made some Instagram captions for his costume. I'm not that sure what he was, but he slams it down right here and puts on a show for the crowd in front of Jalen Green and gets the monster jam. As Green in the game had 7 points and 5 assists, as Westbrook scored 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists, like this close to a triple-double. AD put up 16 and 13, LeBron put up 15 and 7, and Melo off the bench put up 23 and 3 for the Lakers as they beat the Rockets 95-85. As they had an amazing three-point percentage, way less turnovers. By the way, the Rockets had 25 turnovers as a team. The Lakers were out-rebounded, but had more assists and a higher free throw percentage. I need to give it, though, to Carmelo Anthony. He's been amazing coming off the bench this year in a sort of coming back to life kind of season that he's trying to have right now. And he's not been bad. Like he's had that 28-point game and has really, really helped these Lakers to get some more wins. Anthony Davis and LeBron helped out, and I need to give it, though, to Christian Wood with 16 and 13 and Eric Gordon off the bench with 17, 2, and 2. But the Lakers got the big win for themselves in some big-time moments as Westbrook showed up, and it looks like their team is working a lot better with themselves, because when we were doing it at the start of the year, they did not look like a team that had a lot of chemistry. They did not look like they knew how to play with each other. But now I think they've got it. Westbrook is like working a lot in the paint as Melo can facilitate the jumpers, and LeBron James dishes out the points as AD is a rebound and point master right now. But we still need to wait because it's not really catapulted to be one of the best teams in the league like they were projected to be. But they still have a really, really high ceiling and they have a lot of potential. Our next game, we have the Nets versus the Detroit Pistons. In this one, James Harden had 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists in his triple-double. And he is now Brooklyn's all-time leader with 13 triple-doubles and joins Larry Bird on the all-time list with 59 in his career. Steve Nash says James was great, and I agree. James hasn't been as good this year as he's a bit slowed down. He wasn't getting foul calls, but today he looked like old James Harden, and he was hitting threes in front of Stewart's face, a shimmy step back, a kind of step back, and Kevin Durant obviously having another 20-point game, 23, 1, and 5, as well as Joe Harris with 12 and 4, and DeAndre Bembry and LaMarcus Aldridge with 15, as LaMarcus had 7 and Bembry had 2 assists. LaMarcus from the free throw line, bang, gets a big bucket for the guy. And I love LaMarcus Aldridge. His story is amazing, but I need to give it to James Harden on this lob assist. That's something from Lob City with DeAndre Stewart, and raises the roof because he got the win 117-91 against the Detroit Pistons, and a big win for the Nets as they are now 4-3 as the Pistons drop to 1-5. Cade Cunningham did not play in today's game, and honestly, I don't blame him. He wasn't good last time. Jaren Jackson Jr. and Corey Joseph both put up 13-point games, as well as Jeremy Grant putting up an 11-4 day. The Nets leaded in literally everything but free throw percentage and in turnovers. They led in assists, rebounds, turnovers, 3-point, and field goals by a wide margin on most, and had a good game altogether. The big key from that one was that James Harden is looking like himself. James, again, like I said at the start, wasn't getting a lot of foul calls, but today he was working on his other points. Only scored 18 points on the day. Not very James Harden-esque, but got his assists 12, and got his rebounds in 10. And you need to give it to the guy because he hasn't been very good this year. Our next game, we have the Mavericks and the Kings. Willie Cauley-Stein as the Cowboy Bandit. Boban Marjanovic as Axl Rose. Boban, man, that guy is so funny. He's one of the fan favorites and one of my favorite NBA players in total. We started off, Luka Doncic. What a pass. Finds the open man and bang. In the backcourt, gets the Kings jumping all around as De'Aaron Fox is jumping up and down trying to block that shot. One thing that De'Aaron Fox does, though, is he gets the stop on Luka Doncic, but no, from half court, Logo Luka gets one right in his face as Luka put on a show, dropping 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 10 assists. And he got some help from THJ, was going for 16-3, and yeah, the Kings didn't play well. Ron Holmes had 22 and 13, but that was about it. De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Halliburton had 14 points, and Harrison Barnes had 15 points, and almost that was it. There's not much help as the Mavericks just squeak out and win 105-99 against the Kings. They destroyed them in 3-point percentage with the Mavericks with 32.4% compared to the Kings' 19.4%. And you need to give it to them. They had an amazing field goal percentage, less turnovers, more rebounds, more assists, slightly lower free throw percentage, but it didn't matter as they got the big time win in big time moments because they're not that good. They're now 4-2, the Mavericks, as the Kings drop to 3-3. The big key was Luka Doncic. He's their Lord and Savior, the Mavericks. And I mean, I'll give it to Luka. Had an amazing day on the offensive side and grabbed boards and picked up some assists. So as a team player and helped out. Big time game for Luka Doncic and the Mavericks, as he is literally probably the best player in the league. By the way, Doncic only hit 1 3, and it was that half-court one. So that was kind of cool. He wasn't the best player in the world, but one of the best, and is looking to be the best in the future. Our next game, Jazz, Bucks. Donovan Mitchell is back for the Jazz after their first loss of the season as they bounce back and get it. Donovan Mitchell finishes the game with 28 points, 4 rebounds, and Rudy Gobert goes for 9 points and 3 rebounds, as well as Mike Conley going for 20 and 3 on the day. But I need to give it to the Antetokounmpos. Yes, Kumpos, as Giannis put up 25, 7, 6, and Thanasis put up 10, 9, and 3, as well as Bobby Portis putting up 15 points, and Gary Allen putting up 18 points and 6 rebounds. Donovan Mitchell walks out the game with the big win as they win to make themselves 5-1 on the year, and the Bucks drop to 3-4 as the Jazz win 107-95 in a big win as both teams are playing back-to-back and Mike Conley and Jordan Clarkson and Bojan Marjanovic really helped out. Conley with 20, Clarkson with 15, and Bogdanovic with 14, as Chris Middleton was not playing today, and they still won. They still lost, as Giannis couldn't get that much help from his brother as they lose. They had less turnovers though, same rebounds, more assists, slightly lower free throw, slightly lower 3-point, and slightly lower field goal, but couldn't get out of a game that they kind of needed to win, but they didn't. It's okay though, as they still have so much time in the year. That's the thing with these games. There is so much time in the year that it's not really that big of a deal if they don't win, but obviously you'd rather win right now to get a hot start. A team that is trying to get a hot start is the Hornets. The Hornets play the Trail Blazers tonight as they put on a spooky show to start it out, as the mascot gets a little help from the Ghostbusters, as he is now one of the Ghostbusters. Yusuf Nurkic, open 3, air ball. Yeah, he's not like himself in 2K, where that guy, if you got him in the 99, he's hitting down shots like LaMelo Ball just did. Nurkic put up 13 and 14, as McCollum put up a 25 and 2 and 8 day, as LaMelo Ball put up a 27 and 9 day, and Kelly Oubre off the bench put up 26 and 7, as Lillard put up 14, 4, and 12, as LaMelo was dealing, getting his shots to go in off the backboard. Like I said before, LaMelo Ball is looking to have a really good season, and he jumps out to a real hot start as he gets a 2 on the assist with 7 and 9 rebounds, and he's getting his teammates involved. He's getting points for himself, and he's having fun out there, and that's what matters for him, because he is going to probably break out this year, as he's had some 30-point games, high 80s games, and he's really helping his Hornets, who are now 5-2 to the Trailblazers 3-3. The Hornets had a much better 3-point percentage as a team, almost 50% from 3, and had a 51% field goal percentage, 61% free throw, compared to the Blazers 90.9, as they had the Hornets had less turnovers, more rebounds, and more assists, as that's why they won 125 to 113. All right, so our keys from today. The Lakers look a lot better, like I mentioned before. They're looking to be gelled together, and they are looking good. Luka Doncic is amazing. That's all I have to say. Kate Cunningham was out, but James Harden is starting to look like himself again, and Kevin Durant still stays amazing. The Jazz get all the help that they need, as they have they show why they were the number 1 team in the league by record last year. The Trailblazers need more because they had amazing days from a lot of their star players and from Anthony Simons off the bench with 19 points, but still can't get by a Hornets team who did play amazing. But these are the games that you need to win to try to keep Damian Lillard on your team. All right, that will do it for our NBA recap. If you like this, like, subscribe, and comment any suggestions that you have for me. See you tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Bye.